gentlemen, we are live.
Oh man. All right. Let me pause the music. All right, welcome back to another stream. Today I'm going to start by reacting to some Twitter clips, and I forgot that I went live on, I forgot that I have some highlights to react to. And I just went live on YouTube, and I'll have to end it soon, but end the live on YouTube soon, and then go live again when I'm done reacting to highlights. But anyways, I'm gonna react to X clips first that I bookmarked. Yeah, I just got a few. It's not too much. It's not that much. But yeah, that's the plan for today. All right, reactions. Oh, and also I want to say, unfortunately, my Steelers, they lost again to the Bears. It's typical Steelers at this point. Typical Steelers. Just so inconsistent. I know Aaron Rodgers was out, and the Steelers probably would have won if Aaron Rodgers was in the game, but hey, it is what it is. They lost. It's typical Steelers, man. Just so inconsistent. One on Sunday they can have a good win, and then the next lose to I was about to say lose to a bad team, but the Bears aren't a bad team, but they'll just lose a game. Yeah, just what an inconsistent football team, man. So inconsistent. But anyways, let's check out these bookmarks. All right, so here's a Plaqueboy Max clip. It's 3 minutes long. All right, America's top next talk. Oh, dude, hold on. Let me start all over. Gotta stop stuttering. And the Rams scored, by the way. It's 7-0. If you see me look it up, I have the Rams and Buccaneers game on. Yeah, it's 7-0 to the LA Rams. And I think they should be able to win this game. But anyways, America's Next Top Model cast member from 2005, Kenya Hill, went on IG Live threatening to sue Plaqueboy Max after she asked him for a kiss on his live stream, and he rejected her.
Hi, I'm sorry, but I'm from America's Next Top Model, and I didn't know who you are, but you're out here talking about black excellence.
Yes.
What are you promoting?
So I'm a...
All right, let me...
Hi.
All right, let's rewind it, because the volume was too low for me.
Hi, I'm sorry, but I'm from America's Next Top Model, and I didn't know who you are, but you're out here talking about black excellence.
Yes.
What are you promoting?
So I'm a streamer, I also make music. I don't know if you know who Fred Again is and Skepta. I have a song nominated for a Grammy with them, Victory Lap.
Really?
Yes, and I am nominated for Streamer of the Year. Music Streamer, Best Stream Series, Best Stream
How do I
Collab.
support you?
Right here, support black business. What's your name?
Should I put you on my stories right
Yes,
now?
yes,
To
you
support
should.
your black business?
100%.
We're here with
Plaqueboy Max, y'all know what time it is, all platforms.
all platforms. You
Make
gotta
sure y'all
support
vote.
it.
Oh, upside down. Make sure y'all
Okay.
vote. Vote. Exercise the right MLK fought for. Vote.
Period.
All platforms, Grammys, and Streamer of the Year. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay, are you gonna
Yes.
give me a little smooch?
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
You know what? I
Okay,
can't-
so this is when he rejected the kiss.
I
Okay.
can't. Love though. I'm out. Oh my God. What the fuck just happened?
And you guys were filming stuff obnoxiously with every single person who recognized him. I don't even know this guy. I literally am running an empire right now and have no clue who I don't have X and don't even have the time to log in and sign up. So
going up to him, ask for a kiss, and basically mad that he rejected you. Okay.
I walked up to you after his little outburst. He probably don't even date black women. But I said to you guys very clearly, please don't use that footage. And I don't know
All because he rejected you? Like, what? What?
what collegiate level you guys are at if you guys went to college or whatever. But I asked you not to use that footage. Not only did you use the footage, but out of everybody there, you talked to a lot of people. We heard you a mile away.
He's streaming. He's just doing his job. He's a streamer. And of course, other people are going to clip that interaction. And they're going to put it all over TikTok and X and all the other social media platforms. It's going to happen. Whatever, even though you don't like it, whether you like it or not. Sorry for stuttering.
That was the only footage that you used. And I verbally told you not to use it. I have so many things going on right now that I don't have time to take you to court, but I dare you.
Take you to court? Like Black Boy Max recorded you in a public area. It's a public area. It all took place in a public area, and you're talking about suing Plaque.
I dare you to try me, because now...
Oh, the Rams just scored, by the way. It's 13-0. Oh, Baker Mayfield threw an interception? Oh, he threw it to the tight end, and DB took it away. Rams DB took it away from him, and he took it to the house. And the Rams are up 13-0.
You are taking up my time. This 3 minutes that it's taken to post this, I could have been making money. So your new fame, his Instagram, I don't even know who gave him the idea. Do you know the connotation behind the word plaque? And I don't know if this is maybe a different kind of plaque that you're talking about. Maybe it's a different one. But the first thing I thought of, because I don't think he has any real plaques, was plaque on your teeth, okay? You maybe want to understand the connotation and the vibration that certain words carry through society. I don't give a damn about who you think you are or any of your followers. But he walked away from me so disrespectfully. And it doesn't matter about America's Next Top Model. You don't ever depart from
I mean, dude, like, he has a girlfriend, and he can't just kiss other women. Like, dude,
real woman in that nature ever. You played yourself, and good luck with that Grammy. Good luck. I really genuinely hope you get it, because that's probably going to be the height of everything that you get. But that's none of my business. It's between you and God.
Okay, so she made a story and a clip just coping about getting rejected. All right, let's see what the comments are saying. Lady can't handle a L. Facts. He has a girlfriend. What does she expect? Karen's comes in all shapes, sizes, and it's live stream. What does she mean? She don't. What does she mean? Don't use that footage. Like, that's just a stupid thing to say. She probably doesn't understand streaming. All right, here's Black Boy Max responding. Black Boy Max couldn't believe it that America's Next Top Model, Kenya Hill, was threatening to potentially sue him because he rejected her kiss on stream.
Make no sense. You want me to kiss you on your cheek because you saw it was lit. You saw it was getting nominated for shit. You wanted to steal my cameraman. I didn't want to kiss you, and then after I didn't want to kiss you, now you're threatening to sue me. What the fuck are we talking about?
That just sounds so stupid. So stupid. That the coping is just insane, dude. Insane coping. All because he refused to kiss you. The kiss that America's Next Top Model or whatever she is. Like, I don't even know who that is. I didn't even know who she was.
Convo is over. There's no arrogance. There's no nothing. Love to you and your family or whatever you got going on. But shit. I didn't want those cheeks. I didn't want those lips. I wasn't trying to do that. Shout out to you. That's all it takes. That's it. That's all right? Anyways, guys, we off.
Dude, that is just insane coping from her. That's so ridiculous. I agree with Max. Who knows where those lips been exactly? Change the gender roles. Think how that would turn out. Yep. This is beyond corny from her. Oh, the age, show the age. Of course, someone would do that. 40 years old, suing somebody because another man doesn't want to kiss you. Just sad and pathetic. All right, Cristiano Ronaldo scoring a bicycle kick at the age of 40. All right, man. Now we got an exciting 40-year-old, a cool 40-year-old, right here.
Donné sur le côté avec le centre en direction de Cristiano Ronaldo, la bicyclette. Cristiano Ronaldo. Il n'avait pas encore. Évidemment le su qui va partir des tribunes. Mais regardez-moi ça.
Yep, that's Ronaldo, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. All right, Armin. Okay, we got a tweet from Ilya Taporia. Armin, every time we see each other in person, you freeze up like a scared duck with no idea what to do. You know I handled you. You know I handle you however I want. I fight whoever the UFC chooses. And I remember I slapped you and you just laughed. And then you go around acting like a gangster. So keep going. You're on the right path. Just a few levels below me, kid. And Ilya grabbing his neck. Didn't do nothing in front of Ilya. Didn't do anything. Bro, if that fight ever happens, Armin, yeah, he probably should get the title shot. It's probably likely. But I think Ilya knocks him out, to be honest. I think Ilya will knock him out. All right. Texas has lost one game at home in 3 years. Best environment in college football? All right, man, we'll see. Dude, not gonna lie, I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps right now. Well, I have chills. I have chills. No, I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I would love to visit Texas. Love to. I know one day I will. I know one day I will. And I know I'm gonna have fun in Texas. I know it's lit over there. All right, so I found this clip that's a little relatable. King68 addresses the 6'8" for nothing comments and explains why he never pursued his NBA dream and choose to become a content creator instead.
Yo, Taz, how come I didn't go to the NBA? I'm gonna tell you this. When people ask that question, it's the funniest shit. It's like when you see an NBA player, you're literally seeing a lottery pick. I tell people this all the time. The league, let's be realistic. Just think about, you might have went to high school like with a player that was so good, right? So just think about that. Just think about all the players you played with that's really good that you thought was going to the league that didn't make it to the league. The factors it takes to make it to the league it takes so many factors. One, You have to be healthy. 2, you have to have the right coach. 3, you have to be good as fuck, like literally perfect. You get what I'm saying? And you got to be at the right place at the right time. Like, there's so many.
And it's like, dude, people don't these people don't realize, especially short people. Like when they come up to me and they ask if I play basketball. I'm 6'6", by the way. I used to play basketball, but I never played like in high school or college. Like I used to have dreams of making it to the NBA as a kid, but I just got tired of it. I got burnt out, when it comes to playing basketball, and also I just wasn't that good. I wasn't a good player, and it's pretty common, when I meet certain people, they'll ask, do you play basketball, or some short, unks would just say, oh, if I had your height, man, I would have been in the NBA. I would have been in the league. Like dudes don't realize how extremely difficult it is to make it to the league. It's so difficult. Like he just said, you need to be like insanely good, like almost perfect to make it to the league and play Division I basketball at like the highest level of college basketball, and high school and then college basketball. What else? The right coaches, stay healthy. Like it's so difficult. It is so difficult. Like only there's millions of kids around the world who dream of making it to the league, but 99% don't make it, and 1% makes it. And the all-stars like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, who else? SGA, Wemby, Jokic. Who else? Kawhi, Harden, Kyrie, Luka. Yeah, all those guys, that they're like the top 0.1%. Like it's so difficult to make it to the league. It is so hard.
Players that are nice as fuck, nasty, like, and they still not making it to the league. Like, the league is not even about like even skill level no more. Like you could be the most talented person, and there's other factors that go into making it to the league. There's only 400 spots. Right?
Facts. Only 400 spots. And so many people don't realize that, especially short people. They don't know that. And also, what else was I gonna say? Man, I was about to say something else. Yeah, you get the point. Like, it's very difficult to make it to the league. Yes. Oh, all right. Now I know what to say. Yes, being tall will give you more of a chance to make it to the league. Sure, but there's dudes who playing Division II Division II basketball that are like around my height or King's height, King 6'8", the Great's height, and they're playing Division II and they don't make it to the league, or even JUCO basketball and they don't make it to the league. And there's some dudes in Division I that are very good, like skilled basketball players, but they're short and they lack size, and they may make it to the league, but they don't have the size. That's why they're not first round picks. Like it's like, in conclusion, basically all you need is good genetics, like just height and size, to be a good NBA, not only be in the league, but a good basketball player in NBA. And good coaches, stay healthy, and just be extremely good, like almost perfect.
That go into making it into the league. There's only 400 spots. Right?
Yeah. Let's see what the comments are saying. He's right, though. Making the NBA is basically life on insane difficulty. Millions of dudes hoop. Thousands play college. A few hundred hit the G League. And only 450 exist in the league at any moment. Being tall isn't a cheat code. Facts. The NBA wants unicorns who run like guards, think like coaches, shoot like Steph, jump like they're dodging gravity. The 12th man on the bench would look like a god in a normal gym. Even if you're talented, you need timing, health, the right system, and pure luck. Getting into the NBA takes being a statistic. Dude, it's just okay. I'm getting nervous. I can pronounce this word. It's just I'm in front of a camera. I get nervous. Statistical anomaly with a borderline supernatural work ethic. He is spot on. None of this matters when you're 6'8". You'll get a shot minimum. Just get in the gym. Buddy effing sucks. That's all he had to say. It's stupid. Like he don't get it. This dude doesn't get it. Like, being tall doesn't mean you'll make it to the league. Like, man, it can be annoying that, like, I understand some of them may not know a whole lot about basketball, and that's fine. But it can be annoying how they don't know, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they don't know how hard it is to make it to the league, man. They just don't know. All right, but anyways, moving on. Okay. How Ray Asian Boy is ruining his career.
A very successful year, launching his own clothing brand that sold out almost instantly, even signing with companies as large as Adidas as well. It's no doubt that 2025 was a great year for Ray Asian Boy, but unfortunately, as of late, Ray has made a few bad decisions recently that has gotten him all types of hate online.
I'm Kid Buck, bro. I said the N-word before. I got a lot of bad past. I said some crazy shit. Everybody should have a new chance, feel me? And Nina, I seen there as a man, bro. That's what I think, bro.
But what decisions did he exactly make? Why were they so bad? And why is he getting all of this hate online? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. But first, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Tribals with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Okay, so to start, by now we should all know the story of Ray Asian Boy. He started off as just being a Casanat viewer like many of us are. And then he would be lucky enough to meet Kai in Japan while being on a school field trip. And once he did have this opportunity to meet Kai, he definitely left a good impression, which led to the start of this entire friendship.
Yo! What's good, bro? This is my dream. It's your dream? Yeah! My boy!
Man, that's how it all started.
Yeah!
Yep, look at that, man. That's basically what you have to do. Well, most of the time, to make it in streaming or content creation. Not all the time, but majority of the time. Like, you have to meet a big streamer. A big streamer has to put you on.
My boy!
But it's not always like that, though. It is not always like that. Like, some streamers can make it on their own. They don't need help at all. Or some YouTubers, they can have a good following, like a big fan base without any help. It's possible, but it's extremely hard.
Die! Yeah! Oh my god! I love you, bro! I love you, bro! Huh? Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Yeah! Got it! Got it! Oh my god! I love you, bro! I love you. You cool, bro!
After that, this is when the rise of Ray Asia Boy would officially begin. He blew up all over social media, quickly hitting 1 million followers on Twitch, making him one of the top streamers on the entire platform.
And it's 20-0. Dude, the Rams are absolutely destroying the Buccaneers right now. Who scored? Puka? No, it wasn't Puka. It's Parkinson.
Even though he could hardly speak English. This continued all the way up until the point where Ray would take a break from social media to get his whole visa and citizenship situation straightened out, and once he returned to the internet much later, he came back like he never left. This is when he later moved into the original Clover Boys house, which was the house that Kai bought for all of his friends, and here Ray not only continued to grow as a content creator, but as a person as well. As he grew, his content also expanded and got better, making him only more popular within the entire streaming world. And of course, that later came with more opportunities outside of just streaming. He started doing a lot of brand deals and even launching his own businesses as well. Like, for example, during the third Mafia-thon, Ray launched his first ever clothing brand. I believe it goes by the name of like Rui. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it sold out almost instantly. So he definitely made a lot of money off of that. But a couple weeks later, the good streak will only continue for Ray, because it was then announced that he had signed to the popular sportswear company known as Adidas.
I'm rooting for you, bro. Nigga, you just got a $500K a month bag with Adidas. Stop playing with me. Rich ass, nah. You don't need that 500. Nah, I need that. You don't need that. Feel me? I got some money, but I'm still grinding though. I still feel me. You are grinding. I love money, bro.
You see, if you don't get it by now, basically what I'm telling you is everything has been going great for Ray since the day he met Casanat in Japan, but that doesn't mean that he's gotten this far in his career without finding himself within some controversy. You see, at first, the only issue Ray ever had when he first started coming to America was his struggles with saying the N-word, or at least talking about how hard it was to not say the N-word, because it could literally ruin your career overnight, even if you said it by mistake.
Imagine saying the N-word and your whole career is gone, bro. Like, it's how hard, you know how hard is that, bro? Being a streamer, this is the hard part, bro. If you're not black, bro, this is the hardest part of all time, bro. Like, bro, imagine you say, well, your whole career is gone, bro. Like, you gone, bro.
So of course these comments made a lot of people online upset, because they felt as if this was something Ray shouldn't even have to worry about, because the N-word simply shouldn't be in his vocabulary at all. But I do want to cut Ray some slack, because we do have to look at like how he learned English and who he was around to begin with. And if you really take that into consideration, you'll see that he's around a lot of black people who probably say that word a lot. So with him not knowing the significance of the word and people just throwing it around like it's nothing, he probably thought it was okay for him to say until told otherwise. So I do think that the N-word was probably rather easy for Ray to pick up during his early days in America. Even Agent came to his defense as well.
I didn't take it as Ray saying he wants to say nigga. I took it as Ray saying nigga is one of those words that's immediately cancelable if you're not black. But that being said, I never got the impression from Ray that he's just trying to run around saying the N-word. What y'all need to do is hold y'all friends accountable when they say it. I don't mean beat their ass. I just mean like, hey nigga, don't say that. You can't say that. Just at least like, you feel me? A lot of people don't do that. Y'all just be letting anybody say it, and then You feel me? You get on the internet and pretend like you give a fuck about enforcing who can and can't say it.
Now, since then, Ray really hasn't had any troubles with saying the N-word. In fact, he even admitted that he was wrong for that entire thing after getting cooked online.
And Kai literally called me like 2 days ago, talking about the Twitter shit that happened to me, bro. He told me like, yeah, everybody trying to be at your position. You have to be blessed, but don't say that. But don't say that shit like don't say that shit like that again, bro. Feel me? Cause you know, black community, it's like how it work type shit, bro. I gotta be blessed right now, bro. I've been blessed having like, I can stream right now. I've been blessed. I can make money off this. I've been blessed. I can like, feel me? I made a lot of friends right now. I mean like, I don't know how to say it. Life is just crazy.
But even though he hasn't said that specific word, he still constantly makes like racist jokes amongst his friends, which is fine in my opinion because those same friends also make racist jokes towards him.
I mean, yeah, that's how friends joke around. They just make jokes like that.
It's kind of a mutual.
It's not all friendships, but it's some of them, and it's not that big of a deal.
Thing within their friendship, and I'm sure a lot of people probably do that with their own friends as well. But unfortunately for Ray, some people still find this as a negative, and it's even caused him to lose some brand deals in the past as well.
Kai, that's everybody's stream. FaZe stream has it, bro. Kai, Ray will be on stream making monkey noises. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stick up for my community, bro. It's every single person on the internet. I'm not going for that, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not going for that, bro. Ray could sit there, do monkey noises, and say crazy shit all the time, but it's cool. But as soon as it's my community or anybody else's community.
Now, while Ray hasn't been exactly perfect throughout his career, I still haven't seen him get anywhere near the amount of hate that I'm seeing him get right now. And to be fair, that hate that he's currently receiving is kind of for a good reason. You see, Ray recently did a stream with a woman named Nina Lynn, and prior to this stream even taking place, he was already...
Yeah, I watched this video similar to this, like... Yeah, there was another YouTuber talking about it. Like, I watched it yesterday, I think. Yeah, just... I don't understand why would Ray just collab with someone who literally... essayed 2 men and literally shouldn't stream again just because, you know what, I'm not gonna bring up the double standards. You already know. Like, nah, I'm gonna bring it up anyways. If a man did what Nina did, that guy would have been banned from streaming like forever. Like wouldn't stream ever again.
Getting a whole bunch of hate on Twitter for the announcement.
The real issue with the streaming space is people are afraid of calling loser stuff.
But why exactly was everyone so mad? Well, if you've been on the internet recently, you've probably seen that Nina Lynn has basically become the most hated woman on Twitch. This was due to her involvement in like 2 different cases of assault, both of which occurred live on stream.
Hey, come on. Joey, you can't. Joey, you can't. 23,
no,
he's consensual.
No, he's not consensual.
Yes,
23
he is.
Say nothing. I've seen the clip multiple times, but that's still a crazy thing to say. 23 and he's consensual. So him being 23 years old means he's consensual. Like it's consent. That sounds so stupid.
He's not. Oh no! I don't think he wants to. Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on.
Man, I would not want that either. Like, I'm just gonna say I wouldn't want that at all.
Sit down.
If I was Saeed.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Nina. Okay,
I know. Yeah, that is just weird. Just keep touching his butt.
Concentrating on the butt.
Okay, girl. No, Nina. Oh my. Wow, you have the best masseuse, Toast.
And even with these 2 separate occasions taken live both on the platform, Twitch still hasn't really taken any serious action against Nina. They haven't even given her a lengthy ban. Many people thought it should be a permanent ban, but so far they've only banned her for 1 week. And even after that ban, she still returned back to Twitch, making jokes and everything about the situation. And it was just clear that she didn't take any of these matters seriously at all.
That means hi, right? Oh, what the fuck? Yo, why you always hitting me? Stop with those punches. Oh shit, I can't touch you no more because I have to make a sign of DA. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, that's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna come up 3 months later. I won't come up. Oh, me punch you? You want me to punch you? Are you okay? Did you send that NDA or no? You sure? So I am not sexually assaulting you. No. I am not. You consent to this. Yes. You fully am okay with this. Yes. You will not use this clip against me later in 3 months later. Never. Or 9 months later. No. Or 6 months later. No. No? Hey, chat sees this, bro.
So it's clear why the internet will be mad at Ray for collabing with a person like this, but according to Ray, he believes that everyone deserves a second chance at life, stating that he just wants people to have fun and how people should just leave past things in the past, even acknowledging the fact that he's done bad things in the past before, like say the N-word.
I'm like looking at the forward, bro, like fuck the past, let's just have fun, feel me, let's just have a good stream, feel me, that's me, gang. I'm Kid Buck, bro. I said the N-word before. I got a lot of bad past. I said some crazy shit. Oh, got banned on Twitch. Almost went to kick. I feel me. Everybody should have a new chance. Feel me. And Nina, I see Nina as a man, bro. That's how I think, bro. That's how I think of, bro. No cap, bro. If somebody yeah.
Now, obviously, that also sparked even more of a
Yeah, true. Actually, would be true if she showed any sign of reform or improvement on that particular topic. But she doubled, tripled down, underplayed, and mocked the events that happened many times. How has this person changed? Bro milking the spotlight.
Negative response online, as many people didn't really like the comparison that Ray made because it is two completely different things, and many people don't.
Buccaneers scored. It's 21-6.
Really care for the second chance because they feel like he should never platform someone like Nina at all, like there's no excuse for it. And since
platforming a sexual assaulter is wild, bro. This is a bad look.
Then he's just been getting a lot of hate all over Twitter. The internet is even starting to bring up some older things Ray has done that could get him hate as well, such as a clip.
Wait, what? Twitch streamer Ray Asian Boy is currently under fire for defending and being friends with Kai Cenat's ex-cameraman Chris, who was fired by Kai for sending inappropriate messages to a minor in 2024. Ray defends Chris by saying 17 is the legal age in New York and claims that he was 19 at the time, even though Kai clearly stated that Chris was 21/22.
I've seen on my timeline earlier where Ray was interacting and talking about Kai's former cameraman Chris, whom Kai had to fire like a couple years ago because Chris had gotten exposed for texting a minor. So of course even speaking about Chris, let alone being around him, is definitely another bad look for Ray.
Yo, ma! Hola, gang. You good, buddy? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, gang. Bye, bro. My boy Chris.
Ray claims Chris was 19 when he was texting a 17-year-old. Ray also defends Chris, saying it's illegal to text a 17-year-old in New York.
Bro, that was fucked up, gang. Bro, when that shit happened, chat, when that shit happened.
I just heard a beep. Fix your smoke detectors.
It's like, y'all know the shit between like 19, 17. When that shit happened, in New York, it was legal. You know, crazy, like, in New York, it's legal, so it's like, it's just the internet make it like weird, gang. Where's been PR? Yo!
Now, all of this has clearly been a lot for him. Honestly, it was just a very bad idea from the start. And because of how bad this whole thing has gotten, it could definitely affect his career in a negative way, whether it's friendships, brand deals, or even just viewers, whatever the case may be. All we can hope is that the people around Ray speak some sense into him, because he is still young and he's going to make a lot of mistakes and not really see things for what they are right now. And eventually he'll understand why certain things are wrong. We just have to hope that the people around him, the Clover Boys, his friends, whoever, just speak some sense into him before he throws all of these opportunities completely away. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is you guys' opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know, what do you think about this entire situation? Do you think the internet is overreacting? How do you feel about the collab? And do you agree with Ray's logic of Nina deserving a second chance? Let me know down below, and while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to help me on my journey to 25,000 subscribers.
All right. Well, you know, seeing stuff like that just makes me wonder, do you really have to sacrifice your morals and values to make it as a streamer? Like as a big streamer? Like to make it to the top 1% of streaming? Like, do you really have to sacrifice your morals and values? Because it seems like these big streamers have, like, not all of them, but some of these streamers just have no morals, no values. None of that. And Ray's just doing this with a brand deal. And yes, Ray's young and he is gonna make mistakes. But still, see what the comments are saying. I don't get it. Like, I seriously don't get it. Kai brings up these dudes, but doesn't give them the runaround so they don't F up in their career, because they have constant controversy. Yeah, not a good look from Ray. Not a good look. Okay, it's 9:23. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream on YouTube and react to some of these highlights. I probably won't. Well, no. Actually, let's watch this first. Matt B. Great's entire week 13 recap. Let's go.
Too crazy for the week 13 recap. I don't have time to waste. You don't have time to waste either. We're getting straight into it. I'm going to throw this little warning and disclaimer in there. More like,
you know, yesterday's college football games was, it was a pretty midday of college football. Yeah, yesterday it was. I'm not gonna lie, which is pretty. You know, it was expected. It was, because most of the best teams were playing cupcakes, so it was expected.
Likely it is going to be relatively short
and this Saturday should be better, because this week is rivalry week. So I'm expecting to see something crazy this Friday and Saturday.
There's not a lot to talk about, and if I can keep things short, simple, and sweet on this channel, that's what I strive to do. Didn't have a lot of upsets. The only thing that really happened was...
And the Rams scored again. Devontae Adams with a touchdown. It's 27-7. Man, they're destroying the Buccaneers, man.
Comes to chaos as Georgia Tech got beat by Pitt, but can you really consider that an upset? Because Georgia Tech was one of the worst 9-1 teams in the nation. They were the only top 25 team to lose outside of USC, who played a ranked-on-ranked matchup with the Oregon Duckies. Hey, I got to start the video by saying this. Shout out to Oregon. They proved me wrong. Kudos to them. You know we're going to talk all about that. How about this here? Utah Utes get into a shootout with Kansas State. There was 98
Okay, I didn't know this.
Scored in that game, 98. Not that this game matters on the grand scheme of things for the playoff, but the Volunteers going into Gainesville.
Hey, Tennessee Volunteers, man, they finally won against Florida at the Swamp. They finally won.
Florida and winning for the first time since 2003. Guys, that was over 20 years ago. So
yeah, that's a ridiculous statistic. Like that's absolutely ridiculous. Like they have before that game, they haven't won at the Swamp in 22 years. That's just hard to believe.
Good for Tennessee. Vanderbilt demolished Kentucky. Why does that matter? Why is that relevant? Because since Vanderbilt won, that now means if Alabama beats Auburn, Alabama will be going to the SEC championship. I'm excited to get into this video. Hope you guys are excited as well. Do want to throw this in there. We're on the road to 400,000 subscribers. And as you can see right here, we're only 15,000 away. So if you're new to the channel and you like college football content, or hey,
yeah, get him to 400 subs.
Castellanos, he was off 2.2, but all in all, Florida State is just a really bad football team. Castellanos, he was awful. Had 2 interceptions.
Man, that's still hard to believe that Florida State beat Alabama, but that was months ago. But still, that's still hard to believe. But shout out to North Carolina State for winning.
But how about this? The story of the game, the story of the night. Florida State fumbled back-to-back punts. One of them hit their guys in the helmet, bounced back 40 yards or 30 yards, something like that, and the dang punter recovered it. But then the Florida State defense, they hold up. They force a stop, a 3 and out. So NC State punts again, and Squirrel White, the transfer from Tennessee, he muffs that one. At that point in time, it was pretty much all she wrote. But man, oh man, Florida State has to win their next game against the Florida Gators. That game should be airing at about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Eastern Central Time on Nickelodeon. They have to win that one too.
Nickelodeon.
Make a bowl game. You hate to see it. The fall off of Florida State this year alone has been crazy. It feels like
I want to bring this up. They're bringing back Mike Norvell. Like they should move on from him, but I guess his buyout was just so expensive, and they don't want to pay it. Like Norvell's buyout must be insane. It must be crazy if they're letting him stay for another year. That must be crazy. That buyout must be insane. That's another bad year for Florida State. I guess.
Win over Alabama was 15 years ago, but it was only 3 months ago. What happened? Moving along here to our Saturday games at 11 a.m., we had a bunch of doozies. I'm not going to hold you. Oklahoma and Missouri, doozy, man. Doozy. Shout out to Oklahoma for taking care of business. They don't play a very pretty style of football, but they do enough. And this is why I like Oklahoma. They know what their role is. And when I say they, I'm talking about the offense. Let's just not turn it over, rely on defense, and we're going to win the game. You saw it against Alabama, you saw it against Missouri. I picked Oklahoma to win this game because I did State heading into it. Bo Pribula, he was one of the worst starting quarterbacks, not just in the SEC, in the nation.
Yeah, I seen the game. He was awful. He was awful against Oklahoma. Terrible.
He proved it yet again. Bo Pribula is bad, man. I mean, really, really bad. I've been watching him the entire season. He cannot read and process a defense to save his life. But on top of that, he's not accurate either, which is just a deadly combo. And when I say deadly combo, I don't mean in a good way. I mean in a bad way. Granted, yet again, and it's crazy this happens, Missouri actually outgained Oklahoma in total yards, 301 to 276. It's crazy. Tennessee outgained Oklahoma in yards. Alabama outgained Oklahoma in yards. Alabama doubled them up, 400 to 200. You see right here, Missouri outgained them, and yet all 3 of those teams, they lost. Why? Because Oklahoma's defense, they show up. And when I say show up, I'm talking about they just always make big-time plays. And as long as, I can't harp on this enough, John Mateer does not turn the football over, they're going to be hard to beat. They're one of those teams you watch and you go, I don't really think they're that good, but they continue to win games. That's Oklahoma. But I'm here to tell you they are good. While I got this pulled up, let me just get this out there right now. Notre Dame and Syracuse. I tweeted this out, and I was being dead serious when I tweeted it out. I have a buddy who texted me. He was like,
man,
dude,
that game was literally capital B, capital T, capital A, BTA.
Are you watching the Notre Dame game? And of course not, because who cares? You're playing a cupcake in Syracuse. And then I pulled up the ESPN app and I saw this. I'm so confused. 49-0. I'm not confused. Well, it was kind of, I guess you'd say, mind-boggling that it was 49-0 in the second quarter against a Power 4 team. I'm more confused about, as you can see right here, how do you have 49?
Huh? Like, wait, what? So it was the second quarter, 49-0, and CJ Carr was only 3 for 5, with only 32 passing yards, and 1 touchdown pass. What?
Points, and your quarterback has 3 completions for 30 yards. What?
That doesn't make any sense.
It left me speechless. And rarely am I left speechless, but that was one of those times, and still is. This is one of the weirdest things I think you're ever going to look at in the college football world.
That is weird.
Come to find out, I think Notre Dame actually put up 21 points before C.J. Carr even attempted a pass. Couple pick sixes, punt block. And yeah, it was a blowout, and it was ugly. It was really ugly. All your top teams cruise, Wilbro State, A&M, they're all playing cupcakes, Georgia. List goes on and on, but let's get into our 2:30 College Game Day game of the week. The USC Trojans versus the Oregon Duckies. I said it heading into the matchup. I like this USC team. I like Lincoln Riley's team this year. I think the defense is a little bit better. I'm still going to go with that. Although they're not great, and I never stay there great. On a scale of 1 to 10, what did I give them, a 3.5 or 4? But in previous years, they've been about a 1 or 2. I just thought they were a little bit better. And, hey, they did get some stops in the second half. They kept the offense somewhat in the game. I know that's hard to believe because if you look at this final score and you're just a box score watcher, you're going, well, Matt, how are you going to say they did their part and Oregon put up 42 points? That's because Oregon's offense, they were on fire. Also got thrown in there, they got a punt return touchdown, and that shifted all the momentum in the world. But from start to finish, I thought this was a really good game from both teams. I thought the better team in this game came out on top. I did pick Oregon to win the game, and they wound up winning. And they did impress me in this game. I'm impressed. I've been calling them the overrated Oregon Duckies for pretty much the entire season. I'm starting to think, I don't know yet, I don't have a decision, but I'm starting to think it's time to put away that overrated when it comes to their name. They have a legit, because I think USC will still be somewhere in the top 25.
Like I hope USC Trojans is still ranked. That would be harsh for them to be unranked after losing to the seventh team in the nation. That would be harsh, but yeah, it was about time Oregon not only played, but beat a decent team. It was about time, and they played well. You have to give them credit for it. You have to. Yeah, I mean, in the playoffs, I want to see them play against Ohio State. I think that would be a fun matchup. You know, let's see if Oregon can get their revenge after that embarrassment from last season, after Jeremiah Smith absolutely just, well, not only Jeremiah, but Travion Henderson, Will Howard, like just literally embarrassed Oregon. Let's see if Oregon can get their revenge. But anyways, shout out Oregon.
25 team, and they won convincingly. The downside to Oregon I still have is, yeah, you finally got a top 25 win, but you still have played cupcakes the entire season, and the one tough game you played against Indiana, at home, by the way, you got blown out. You lost by double digits at home. Well, saying blown out, that's kind of exaggerating it, but it was embarrassing. Anytime you lose by double digits at home, not a good look. I thought Dante Moore was more than excellent in this game. Coming to find out, Jaden Maiava had a better QBR than him. Even with the 2 interceptions, his QBR was 95.8. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. You're never going to see a QBR that high with multiple interceptions a lot of times. Dante Moore had a 90 QBR. He did his thing. And if you look at the team stats, USC had 23 first downs. Oregon had 25. Both of them were good on third downs. Really good game for both teams, like I said. Came down to a couple of plays, and I thought Oregon made more of the big-time plays when they needed to, and USC did not. Therefore, Oregon's walking out of there with a win. Congratulations. It's looking like it is more than safe to say Oregon has locked up a spot in the college football playoff as long as they beat Washington. I think some Oregon fans potentially would be scared of Washington because it is a rival matchup, but Washington don't look too good this year, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. But Just take care of business, win and you're in. Win and you're in. That's all you can ask for at the end of the year. If I were to tell an Oregon fan heading into a season, hey, we're heading into the last week of the regular season, and if you win this game against Washington, you are guaranteed a spot into the playoff, I think 99% of them would take that. If you're a USC fan, nothing to hang your head about. I think they'll have a really good team next year, but we're not going to talk about that too much. You know why? Because that's next year's stuff. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's get into our two fringe playoff teams when it comes to Big 12. The BYU's and the Utah Utes. Whew, Utah got fortunate to walk out of there with a win. They trailed. Oh my gosh, I watched it from start to finish the entire ball game, but they got a clutch third down stop at the end, used their timeouts correctly, and Dampier, he took over. He had that huge, what was it, a 50, 60-yard run to set him up for the game-winning touchdown. Devin Dampier was on fire, but with all due respect, there was no defense being played in this game whatsoever. Kansas State had 472. I know what you think I'm about to say, Timothy and Bobby. Total yards. No. They had 472 rushing yards. Let me say it again. Kansas State against Utah had 472 rushing yards. According to the committee's logic, if Alabama has been struggling to run the football, that means Utah should be devalued because they're struggling to stop the run, right? Obviously, I'm joking and being sarcastic, but that just sounds like something the committee would say at this point. I can't skip past that, though. Seriously, let's lock in and get down to business, not joke around and troll the committee. How in the world is it even possible to give up nearly 500 rushing yards? That is insane.
Yeah, that sounds like stats. Yeah, that sounds like me playing college football 26. It sounds like something I would do on college football 26. 26, just give up over 400 rushing yards.
You're going to say you're not a real playoff team if you give up that many yards, but yeah, y'all do as y'all please with that information. Joe Jackson, my goodness. 24 carries for 293.
293
Are you kidding
yards?
me, my brother in Christ? That's 12 yards a pop. It's over 12 yards a pop.
Okay, that's
3
crazy.
touchdowns. Heck of a game from him. You always hate to see a player play that good and still lose, but he did his part. They put up 47. What more can you ask for? Utah sneaks out of there with a win. Their playoff hopes are still alive. And the BYU's, it wasn't pretty, but that's what the BYU's do. I told y'all, stop sleeping on them. I think they were they an underdog in this game, or maybe they were only favored by a couple of points? I told you the preview and predictions. Stop sleeping on them. Y'all going to learn to respect the BYU's. They're a really good team. Speaking of running the ball, it wasn't their quarterback who went off running. He did okay. He had 50 yards. It was L.J. Martin, 222 rushing yards. What's up with the Big 12 and all these big-time rushers? Cincinnati had a great start to the season. They're sort of fizzling out. The BYU's and the Utes, they stay alive. Got to give a quick shout out to Diego Pavia. Vanderbilt steamrolled Kentucky. Not that big of a deal. However, whether you like him or not, he is arguably, he is the most polarizing player in all college football. You either love him or hate him. You can't play too much better than this. 33 for 39, so he had 6 incompletions, 484 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, QBR of 92.3. He also had a rushing touchdown, over 500 total yards of offense. So for every incompletion, he had a touchdown. Straight madness and insanity. Great performance. Is he going to win the Heisman Trophy? Heck to the no. Is he even going to get an invite? I don't know. But man, oh man. He's trying his hardest, and he's done more than his fair share for this Vanderbilt program. And I just think it's great. For Vanderbilt to be sitting at 9-2 heading into a Tennessee game, it's hard to fathom. Let me remind you, they're playing the SEC.
They're ranked above Tennessee, which is crazy. Never thought that we would see something like that. Vanderbilt being ranked above Tennessee. Wild.
You see, it's a gauntlet. Great win for the Commodores. They still have a very, very, very slight chance of making the playoff, but it's not looking that good. What about this one? Georgia Tech. You want me to tell you the fire story, guys? I'm not going to do it. But act like I told you the fire story with my granddaddy and whatnot. They finally got burnt. Pitt goes, look, you go up 28-0, or a better way of saying it, you're trailing 28-0. Your chances of winning are slim to none. And dang, they were coming back at the end. Pitt's offense was doing nothing. It was 28-14. They was about to cut it to 7, and then Haynes King, well, he pulled a Haynes King. He threw a pick 6, and at that point in time, it's just too much to overcome. But even with them trailing 28-0, there wasn't just that play. I mean, even after that, there were multiple opportunities where Georgia Tech, heck, they cut to 7 after the pick 6. There was multiple chances for them to come back, but Haynes King, he just couldn't make the plays he needed to make. I love Haynes King. He's the definition of a grinder and hard worker, but this was one of his worst performances I've ever seen. I will give a shout out to the Tech defense for turning it on in the second half because to start the game, they were awful. Texas destroyed Arkansas. Doesn't matter. They're not making the playoff, but Arch Manning did play good in that one. Michigan beats Maryland. Tennessee, they were winning 31-0 at half. They finally break the 20-plus year streak of not being able to win in Gainesville. I know Tennessee fans aren't going to like to hear this, and college football fans, I feel like y'all should be reminded of it. They are a field goal kick away from making the playoffs. Crazy, right? They make that field goal against Georgia. All they got to do is beat Vanderbilt.
Man, they were that close from beating Georgia. Like, I do feel bad for Tennessee and their fans. Like, if it wasn't for their field goal missing that, like, I said field goal. If it wasn't for their kicker missing that field goal, man, they would have been a playoff team. Sad, but it is what it is.
But it didn't happen, and we're not going to play the what-if game because you could do that for every single team this year. And yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. TCU, I guess you could call it upset. Houston, I don't really think it's that big of an upset. Wisconsin, what's going on with them? They're just destroying all these teams and just playing their best ball at the end of the year. Hey, shout out to them. What is that, their 5th win or 4th win? And then in Colorado, they got embarrassed by Arizona State, running through the bottom of the top 25. In Tulane, they beat Temple. That's pretty much it, though. I don't want to make this super long because there's no need for it to be long. Not a lot of things happen. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on us down below. But
all right, man. Okay. It's 9:42. I believe we have time to react to a few highlights. So, unfortunately, I'll have to end the YouTube stream. All right, YouTube, or I don't know if I'm allowed to say the actual, website. I'll just say Red App. Red App. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. See y'all later. Okay. All right, man. We're done with the YouTube stream.